What's up? What's going on? What's happening? Facebook, man, we are live. It's Monday. I know a lot of y'all happy to be back at work. I know I'm happy to be back, you know what I'm saying, within the week, man. Drop some likes, drop some loves. Let me know where you're watching from, man. It's your boy Randy coming to you from Dallas, man. We're going to get into it. Drive your own lane. Drive your own lane. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Anybody you think might could use a little bit of this game, a little bit of this knowledge. We're just going to put it on the table today, man, and see if we could just knock our feet off at the door, on the doormat at the door, and keep it pushing. What's going on, Stacy? What's happening, Natalie? Appreciate y'all for checking in. Man, we're going to get in it, man. Drive your lane. Drive your lane. What's happening, Rochelle? We're going to talk about it, man. I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to get right into it. Drive your lane. It's important that you drive your lane, man. A lot of people spend a lot of time in other people's business, swerving in other people's lanes, and this is how accidents happen. This is how pile-ups happen. This is how mix-up happens. This is how these things happen because people can't tend to stay in their own lane. What's going on, LaShanta? People can't tend to stay in their own lane. That's crazy. You know, people just feel the need that when they're driving, you notice even on the highway, you notice people tend to, when they're driving and you see people driving side by side, doing the same speed on the interstate and hogging up the lanes. And it's like, why the hell are they taking up both of the lanes, driving together like this is like we're in a NASCAR start off or something? Like it's crazy. It's because people have a tendency to want to swerve into other people's lanes and mind other people's business. You know, and that becomes a problem when you start to dip into other people's business that has nothing to do with you. For one, you don't know everything that it pertains. You don't know everything that surrounds the issue, but you feel the need to dive in and give your 2 cents. It comes the same way when you're dealing with building a team. Building a team, and my line of work, we build teams as social entrepreneurs. A lot of people don't like to give their people the leeway to be leaders, and I just got off of a conference with a friend of mine, O'Neil, a member of mine, and we actually are members together in eradicating child malnutrition. And we were talking about bringing out the leadership traits opposed to trying to hold someone by the hand and lead them to water and force them to drink if they don't even understand why we're drinking when they're not thirsty. So, you know, it's more of you have to stay in your lane, allow people to be themselves, you know, allow people's real color to shine, give them that opportunity to shine. You know, it goes both ways, not just getting into people's business. Yeah, I know a lot of people who tend to jump out of their lane and get mixed up in other people's drama and other people's energy. Somebody ticked them off and then they got to go through the lengths, to the extents to just show that person up. Man, stay in your lane. It's better if you keep on driving straight, man, and just continue moving. Continue moving and stay out of the way. You know, I love the term stack, pray, stay out of the way. That's where your mind should be this season. We're coming up on winter. We're coming up on winter, a pessimist season where everybody thinks that everything slows down in the industry that I'm in. Everything's supposed to slow down. That's not true. It only slows down if you have that mentality. You know, if you drive your lane and quit buying into what everybody else is putting out there, then I guarantee you won't have the same fall. What's going on, Mike? You won't even have that same fall because it's all in the mind. It's a mindset. So a lot of people are looking for these winter months to come up to be barren months for business and for sales. But see, me, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as if everybody's looking at it that way, then I can probably go make a killing, right? So you got to think positive and think in that motion, man, and drive your lane. That's right. Stay focused. Drive your lane. Stay out of everybody else's business. That's when you get discouraged and get tossed off of your path, forget where you're going, you mess over your purpose. Why? Because you're swerving out of your lane. You're all in her car trying to see what she's texting when she shouldn't even be texting and driving, and we got an accident. So remember that, man. You got to stay in your lane. You don't want it to be a pileup. You don't want it to be a pileup of people not paying attention to life. You got to know when to exit. So you got to drive your lane. You got to pay attention to your speed limit. You got to make sure the passengers in your car are courteous passengers or trustworthy passengers. Make sure that they have their seatbelts on. All of these things have to go on in life for you when you're driving your lane. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you're carpooling, building a team, you have to make sure that you know what I'm saying, everybody has their seatbelts on in the car. Like I said, make sure everybody has their seatbelts on. You want to jump in the HOV lane, you got to build a team for it. You know what I mean? For you to be able to cruise down that lane, man, you just can't jump in the lane by yourself in the HOV. You got to know that you got to bring some people with you, right? So always remember, man, drive your lane. There's a lot of things out here, a lot of distractions out here. And like I said earlier, I was talking to someone, distractions, they expose themselves all the time, showing themselves to be distractions. it's up to the type of people that you keep around you, the type of company that you keep around you that's going to help you be able to identify. You know, if I see Rob doing all the right things and I'm having all these bad days, and I notice that I'm not, it's a couple of things that I can learn from Rob, I can pick up from Rob, then it would make sense for me to, you know, jump in that direction. But it helps me to see where I was falling off. You understand what I'm saying? So it's always having the good people around you, because when you have those people around you who are at a lower frequency, then you just tend to stay at that lower frequency. But you got to learn to grind your own lane, man. It all goes back to that. Grind your own lane. You can't go wrong if you stay in your lane. Not going to hold you, man. I'm going to get off of here. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay humble. Whole food nutrition is the way. Love y'all to pieces, man. Stay blessed.